Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Not gonna spend a lot of time in the shop this morning. I've got stuff to do today, which largely includes making stuff at other people's suggestion. There is a pixel art account on Twitter that tweets out daily pixel art suggestions, and I think I'm gonna make a habit out of trying to do some of those, at least giving them a shot in the morning. But hope everybody's got some... Hope everyone's having a good morning. You've got some coffee or tea or whatever you like to start your morning with. And you haven't had to be too productive yet. Unfortunately for me, this coffee is terrible. It's at least a day old. I did not take the time to make my own coffee this morning, fresh, like I should have. I was, once again, slow to getting going. And I added a ton of creamer, and it still hasn't helped. There is a point, I believe, at which you can add enough sugar to just about everything to make it at least palatable, or even tasty and delicious. It's kind of like salt, in a way. You can't add salt to everything in the same way you can... Well, I suppose I wouldn't want salt in my coffee the same way I wouldn't want sugar on my steak. But I digress. Point is, this coffee needs some help, and I can't give it to it. But that's what happens when you drink day-old coffee that you've reheated. So I only have myself to blame. In any case, the shop's coming along. Haven't made a whole lot of progress on it. Hopefully we'll get to some of that today. But to get the morning started off, we're going to work on a fictional logo, which is the prompt for today. Design a pixel art version of a pixel art logo for a fictional brand. And I think I'm going to make a logo for a company called Roller Toaster. I think it'll be fun. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Oh, Aspirite's not up. Show me the pixels. Oh, you don't need to see that. New file. We're gonna go 100 by, by 500. There we go. Make sure everything's showing up fine. Cool. Alright. So I've got this idea for basically for Roller Toaster. It's going to be a toaster on wheels. Maybe with a rail track going on along beneath it. So let's go ahead and separate some of our layers out. Let's go ahead and give ourselves 5 layers. It's going to be our background. And this will be our text. I like to capitalize it for some reason. And I guess this layer will be our toaster. If this really comes together nice and quick, we might even be able to animate it. That would be fun. Still haven't taken the time to find a good, distinct palette that I like to work with. But that's okay. I'm wondering, should I try to freehand the letters, or should I just use actual regular old text from in here somewhere? What is Aleph bold? Oh, cool, it does give me a preview. That's awesome. A lot of these look the same, actually. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna make my own text. Gonna try it too anyway, and I think what I'm gonna do, make this 8 pixels and see how that looks. Alright, give me... no, I do want it to be square. Oh wait, I can shift. Oof, that is a strong tilt. We're gonna go with it. Alright. I do believe this is going somewhere. I'm going to turn the background off so I can actually line this up a little bit. Yep, that is not aligned. Tell you what, let's go ahead and roll this back a second. Oh, hello. No, give me the square. You know what? Instead of trying to do that again, I'm just going to copy it. I say as I realize I'm going to have to cut between these two to make that happen. Get all of that. There we go. Actually... draw this top line out and sort of try and figure out where I think it needs to go, where the middle line needs to go from there. Yeah, that looks good. Guess I ought to bring it back a step. And we'll clean this up too. This is for sure not the final form of these letters. Guess that does mean I need to move the R here over a bit. This is filling up the page here, but that's okay. I do kind of have this idea that I think the logo is going to be red, because red means it's fast. doing this the hard way. There we go. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that, I think. Whoops. I'll just check that all kinds up. You know what? I'm just gonna... I don't know why I'm trying to do this way. There we go. Try cutting this R down a little bit and moving it back some. Yeah, something a bit more like that, I think. And then really what we need to do is move all of this. All of that. Back a hair. But of course, then we want to move... What is it? U? Nope, it's not U. It's probably Control. No, it's W. We'll just delete that guy. Take that. There we are. This probably needs to come up a bit. Somewhere in the midline, perhaps. Fantastic. Now all we gotta do is center this bad boy up. Somewhere right about... there-ish. And if I move this over a pixel, now it's even. Alright, let's draw ourselves a toaster on wheels. And I'm going to make it a yellow toaster? Toasters don't come in yellow. Every toaster I've ever seen has only ever come in black or silver. I think. No, that's not true. I've seen white toasters. But I don't think we want to go with that. We want a toaster that is brand-friendly colors. Which probably means we want a red toaster. Red's the color of food, or it is a food color, or it is a color that people associate with positively with tasty food. Now, of course, I need to draw a toaster that is at an angle. So let's actually bring this down to 4 pixels, and we're gonna freehand this toaster. It's not gonna be the most beautiful toaster ever. I want it to sort of follow the same angle as the text. And by sorta, I mean exactly. Because that's what holding the shift key lets me do. Alright, so now I want this. If I say that this is sort of my top line, what I want is for this to round off here. So if I say I want it to come there, do not need that to be quite so big. Oh no, this would be going the other way. What am I doing? If that's the one tick, yeah, then it would come down 2, and that would come down 3, and that would come down 4, and it would do the opposite on the opposite side. Is that right? No, I think it's that. Then I have to shift this to the right. So if my meeting point is here, this would mean these get longer faster, I think. You know what? It's not really rounded enough. Yeah, that almost works. It's a little bit jacked up right here. There's one pixel out of alignment there. We can fix that though. Fixed. No, broken. Dang it. Why do you do that to me? Yeah, that should do it. So then, what we do, what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to try this, I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go ahead and use this layer here to put this behind itself. Cool. And then, no, why are you doing this? There we go. I'm just gonna erase everything that's not needed. Those 2 points roughly correspond. So, if I use this, and I can just, with this, I'll just be able to, and here too, actually, I'll just be able to merge these two, fill this in, and then shade the corners. I believe that's what I need to do. I have perhaps not given myself enough space to work with here. more than a 45-degree angle. What is it, a 60-degree angle? No. What? I feel like that would be 90. Look, if 45 is a direct corner, and 90 is directly vertical, halfway between 45 and 90, I guess would be, well, if I go half of 45, which doesn't divide evenly, it would be 22 and a half? There's no decimals that I can use. So let's do 22. No, that does not let me do the thing that I want to do. Fine, then. Be that way. So look, I give you a diagonal, and I can give you up and down. And that's all I got. Fine, be that way. Need this kinda centered. Skip a couple of lines. Exact same thing here. Yeah, that looks kind of right. And I think I could use like a slightly lighter shade here, or even a darker shade of that right here on the edge. I guess it would be a red, now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm on the back layer too. Because this is all going to be filled in red anyhow. Let's actually merge these down. Crap. Undo that. I want this up here. Now I'll merge it down. Cool. Why would you do that? Contiguous. That's why I would do that. Actually, makes me lose my leading edge. I need to not do that. At least not yet. Oh, actually, can I? I can. It's not perfectly clean, but give myself an interior border all the way around. Actually, that should help. That should do. Yeah, okay. Go back to my line. I guess I do want this to be all red too, or all black. We'll change it to a really dark red later so that it's more muted. Probably need to find a way to bevel that edge as well. Go ahead and make these the wheels. That way we can move them around and put them on top of stuff. Could I just make a circle, select it, can I, is there a skew option? I'm willing to bet that there is not. Let's see. Transform? How do I do a transform? Effects. Oh boy. No, I don't want that. You know what? That's probably... about what I can expect. Or about as much as I can expect. Why does it... We don't actually need that one yet. What we need to do is make this thing look 3D. At least I think. I think that's what we need. Give this thing really, really wide tires. Let us actually fill this in with another color for a second. Hey, Tudis, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Good morning. How are you, my friend? I don't feel like these are even. We are working on a toaster for the Pixel Dailies challenge today. Figured I'd go ahead and give that a go. We're making a logo for the up-and-coming Grubhub and Uber Eats competitor roller toaster. They'll buy bread directly from the marketing or from the market, bring it to you, and toast it en route. Doing good. Thanks. Started my driving lessons back up today. Just finished up my Pixel Dailies. Oh, cool. How have you been? Hoo boy. Man, I've been okay. Been ups and downs. Ups and downs. I suppose I can't complain too much. One of these needs to change, and I don't know which one it is. Let's see. It's a brilliant fictional business. Thank you. I thought about it for a really long time, all of like 3 minutes. But yeah, thank you. I hope it gets some chuckles out of people at least. And you know, because of the way I decided to do everything, I have given myself many challenges to overcome. Like, oh yeah, I want a rounded toaster. And I want it also at an angle because it's going fast. And also it's gonna have wheels, and I've never done any of this. So it's a good good challenge. The wheel's not gonna be purple. But you know what? Actually, crud. Let's say it looked like a very speedy toaster. Good. That is the intention. I want to copy this guy, and then I want to make him this color. Go back to this and shrink it down. What in the world did I just do? Something like that, I think. Starting to look like a wheel. Oh, hey! Good morning, Death to Kitty. And welcome. How's your morning going, Kitty? It is good to see you. You know what? The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking, you know, I could just straight up have a purple wheel. There's nothing stopping me and no one can tell me no. Woke up from being up way too late last night. Well, that sounds like a positive. Waking up anyway. I mean, it's much better than the alternative. Probably should just freehand the spokes in this thing, if I even want to go that far. Don't know that I actually even want to have spokes. Yeah, it looks like a wheel. Rave look. The rave. Oh, yeah. I, too, have been getting great use out of the kitty rave emote in other chats. So, it's being spread around. Just a quick assessment. Does this look like any kind of thing that is kind of neat? Maybe. That looks a bit more like a button, though. I'm gonna leave that there for now. RCS is taking its toll. I have over 20 hours so far. It's perfect. Once I found out Twitch will add animation effects for you. Oh, that's cool. Oh, speaking of, I've just started poking around at the Better Twitch TV thing, and I think it would allow me to add emotes even though I'm not an affiliate? But I'm not sure about that. Something to look into for me. I think that's better. Yeah, I didn't realize that was a thing until I randomly got an animated emote slot. It should? Okay, yeah. So what I need to do is make some emotes then, and that way people can have some cool emotes in my chat. Oh, you have cool emotes. I think everybody who's in my chat is subscribed to somebody with cool emotes. So they have those already, but it's a matter of having some from me. Should give you a fair few slots. Okay. You also have default emotes as well. Okay. Neat. See, one thing I need to do like a deep sort of design rabbit hole on is how to do them good emotes. Because I've heard a few conflicting things about it. Like, one of the things that I've heard is, you know, if you're gonna make emotes, especially for your own channel, you want your emotes to stand out, right? Especially if somebody's, you know, subbing to your channel for your emotes, and they've got a bunch of subs coming up at the end of the month. You want your emotes to be something unique that is different from what everybody else has, so that they can't get anything like it anywhere else. On the flip side of that, there's the you should make emotes that are kind of like the popular ones, so that they're more likely to get used, or that at least convey emotions, right? Like excitement or happiness or hello or that kind of thing, because those are the common sentiments people want to use emotes for. So, I don't know. I need to figure out where the good happy balance between those two things is. Emotion is a very strong part. Yeah, and that's another part of it too, is I need it to be bold and dynamic, and if I'm likely to be working in mostly pixel art because that's what I'm comfortable with right now, then I will need to figure out how to convey that in a very small space. Right, like I can make something with, you know, big happy eyes and an open mouth, but if I do that, do the colors come through and make it obvious what it is at a really small scale? That is the question. Important thing to keep in mind is that small details won't show up well. Main advice is to make emotes that you find yourself wanting to use, or that can be used often. Yeah, that's sort of the understanding I had come to as well. You know, I'm looking at this and I'm wondering, should I? Wondering if I should put like I don't know what they're actually called on cars, but a cover over the top of this thing. Like it's got a, like those some cars have like a thing where they're partly covered, but this would obviously have to be shadowed such that it's coming over the edge of this. It looks like it's rounded, coming out over the side. Or I could just plug this sucker right on the side here and call it a day. Again, colors to be edited. BRB, emotes are fun, a lot of channels. A lot of channels, it's the chair the person sits in, because when they go AFK, that becomes the stream. Oh, yeah. I was actually watching somebody this morning where they did that, but they've also got a mascot on their table, so it becomes a pinecone stream when they're gone. Should probably put a big RT on the side of this if Roller Toaster is going to be our logo. And of course, I'm going to have a piece of toast flying out, or at least popping up, the steam coming by. I'm not sure how I feel about this wheel. I don't know what to do with it. Let's try... Okay, yeah. Trying to add that color. Go a little bit lighter. Well, no, because if it's a tire, it's going to be mostly just black with some shine on it. But I want it to look like it's rounded. So, if I go here and get a little bit more of this color. High or wave emotes are the ones I get, I see get the most use. Yeah, agreed. Hey! Spastastic Fart, welcome. Good to see you, and thank you for the follow, by the way. We are good. We're good. We're drawing a toaster today. We're doing some Pixel Daily challenges, and today's challenge was to make a fictional, or a logo for a fictional brand. So we're making a pixel art logo for Roller Toaster, competitor to Uber Eats and other similar type of thing. But I'm good. How are you this morning? Most welcome. Been lurking doing chores. Loving what you've created so far. Oh, hey. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's like we're already fam. Oh, you two know each other. I see. I see how it is. Y'all just come here to talk in my chat to each other. That's fine. Hey, look, a hi emote being used. Yeah, right? We were also, Spastastic? Spaz? Is it okay if I call you Spaz? We were just talking about emotes and making them, and how I'm not an affiliate yet, so I don't have a lot of emote slots, but I might have some that I could make, and I should. Farts and toots. Aha! I swear, again, like, and I've said this before, being on stream, like actually having to be the streamer, lowers your IQ by like 10 to 20 points. And not like, I didn't even see that till it was pointed out. That is pretty obvious. I think I already did the right color here. Crud, nope. Give me a line. And not that big. I'd have to edit that one little double corner there, because I don't like it. I think I'm going to stop that right there, actually. One more. It's kind of going halfway around. So with you there, having to consider too many things at once, and I go deer in the headlights. Yeah. It's because we're kind? Do you mean kind as in we're nice? We wanna be considerate and think about all the things? Cell phone formula. Cell phone formula? I'm not following you. Friend gave me a hard time for it. Something I said on stream? No, that kind of works. I think I might widen it out one step here. I do want to cut this here, though. And we'll erase that one. That makes it a little bit more... Actually. Makes it a little nicer, I think. And this would need to be erased here. I'll often forget what I'm talking about mid-sentence. Can't even follow myself, let alone others. Yeah, and I've done this, and I've seen other streamers do it, especially ones I'm talking to. But like, they'll say something, and by the time I respond to it, I'll like make a joke about something that they just said. And when I say that, they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I totally get it. It's like, yeah, no, you have already moved on. You have already moved on, my friend. I totally understand. So I kind of sometimes I try to include context for what I'm saying too. Does that look better? I think it does. Yeah. We're gonna do the same thing here too. But let's cut this up a little bit so that I make it correctly. Just going one out and then up. Nope, I am jacking that up somehow. How do I do this? How do I do this and make it look right? We're all used to real-time interactions. I get that way too, being the viewer. Yeah. I kind of feel like it's related to the whole problem of like, I don't know if you've ever tried to talk while listening to yourself at the same time. It's impossible. Like having your own voice repeated in your head, or repeated in your ear rather, while you're trying to speak. Having any kind of meaningful conversation at that point is basically not a thing. It trips me up every time. Yeah, like it's really hard to just tune it out and talk. Like normally, you end up talking slower. think that, yes, I think that's good. What did you get up to last stream? I remember you looking at Chrono Trigger sprites. Did you want to make your own? I tried. So what I ended up doing, I was trying to edit my little mage guy to be more in that style, I guess, or not even to necessarily be in that style, but to take advantage of some of the tricks that I thought, or techniques, let's call them, that I thought I saw in those sprites. It ended up not really working that well. It didn't look that great, so I kind of canned the process. And what I think I would do better, what it would be better to do, would be to make a new sprite entirely just in that style, so that I can get the feel for how it's supposed to work, rather than trying to modify something that already exists to sort of fit that style. So it's an ongoing process. But that's basically all I did. I kind of wrapped the stream up not long after that, to be honest. Does that look okay? I don't think it does. Let's pull that back. Yeah. Something like that. How does that look from a distance? And the toaster is obviously not centered. We'll fix that. Fix it in post. Fix that later. I think I need to make the lines, like the black shadow here looks pretty good, but I think if it were bigger, it would be more dynamic, or maybe not dynamic. I'm not really sure what the term I want to use is, but it'll be more noticeable and it'll look better. And I also want to widen this out too, because at a distance it's kind of hard to make it out. Starting from scratch can sometimes be easier than crunching an existing thing into a new style. Yeah. Are you going to name this a part of your stream? It'll pop. Aha, aha. Yes, I see what you did there that time. I'm following you now. Make this a part of your stream. Oh, you mean the Pixel Dailies thing, Kitty? Probably. One of the things that I'm starting to get down to is, like, occasionally I'll, like, get started and I'll be like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, what I even want to do on stream today? Because, like, I don't know. There's a part of me that would really like to do games, but at the same time, I'm also getting the feeling that nobody wants to watch me play games. Shocking, I know. Which is fair. I don't know that I would want to watch me play games. I can't hold it against anybody else. But anyway, because of that, because I think that it would be better for me to do a thing where the creativity part, the coming up with the idea, or at least part of the creativity part, is done for me, then the Pixel Dailies is a good way to do that, I think. That looks jacked up. How about that? That's better-ish. Have you done any Pixel Dailies before this one? I don't think so. I think I might have accidentally, like, I did make a house, and the home was the Pixel Daily challenge a few days ago, or last week sometime. But I didn't do it for that. I had just done it, and I didn't even post it on that day. I was like, well, I posted this like 2 days ago, so I'm not gonna repost it, which it's Twitter, I probably should have. But anyway, I haven't really done any Pixel Dailies specifically until now. Stream what you feel. I am the creative Lorax. Yeah, I definitely don't want to stream something that I'm not into, but at the same time, I do want to make this streaming thing a thing, like as a. I want it to be valuable, right? And I could get on, like, I like playing Apex Legends, but I could get on and stream it, and I don't think that that would add any value. I don't think anybody would want to see that, and I don't know that I would be adding any value to the world by doing so. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to be an entertainer in this. I don't know. It's probably higher concept than the whole thing really needs to be, to be honest. I probably don't need to think about it that hard. But also, this is not really looking the way I want it to. It's kind of looking weird shapes. I'll bring this over a little bit. But anyway, part of being an entertainer, which is what I think if you want to make streaming your thing and do it, you know, quote unquote professionally, as professionally as streaming can be done, which I think that there are people who have had like backgrounds in making art professionally or making like movie, video, TV productions who go on to do streaming. They've got a background in those kinds of things that are meant to be entertaining. They know what people want to see, and or they know how to make what it is that they're doing entertaining enough for people to enjoy it. I don't have that background. So it's a learning process for me to figure out how to make this stuff worth watching, if that makes any sense. But I also know that a part of it is just doing the thing and learning along the way. Streaming is a thing you can learn how to do, and so doing it is a way to help you figure that out. Now, what if I do that? No, I don't think that looks good. I went and did a whole lot of detail on this side that if I cover it up, that'll just be a waste. So let's not do that. I do think that it's a little bit too far to the back side. And I put these here to sort of simulate that there are treads in the tire, but I don't know that that looks right. I'm kind of thinking that I should get rid of these and just put like a white shine across the top of the wheel. I'm also kind of thinking that this black line needs to come back here to look like it's a bit more connected. So we're gonna try that and see how that do. Maybe. No, that's not right. I think that does look a little better like that. So we're gonna keep that. And down here, that's too far. I'll go with that. I feel like a lot of the big entertainers that I see on Twitch are very extroverted. Yeah, that's another thing. I was thinking about that this morning, actually. I was thinking, you know, people have commented, like, you know, I like the streamer because they have a lot of personality. Well, I think everybody has approximately the same amount of personality, but some people are just louder about it. Which is not a problem. It's, there are certain personality traits that are more entertaining, I think, to be around, perhaps, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, and again, I think that that goes a long way towards being an entertainer, is having something going on, whether it's what you're talking about, what you're saying or doing, and like you say, being extroverted, is a thing that I think you can learn. I don't, honestly, I remember growing up, you know, everybody talked about, you know, I'm extroverted or I'm introverted. And it's like, well, you know, the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't know that that's an intrinsic thing, right? Like, I don't think people are naturally introverted or extroverted, and that's where it stops at the very least. And I really don't think that people are necessarily naturally that way. You might have a preference because of your environment that you've been exposed to up to the point in your life where you are. If I'm not using too many words to describe a simple thing. Point is, or I think the point that I'm trying to make is that you can learn. You can learn to be one way or the other. If you want to be more outgoing and more entertaining, put more time into it. I feel like it's something you can learn for sure. Yeah. I was in Spaz, I was in Tom's stream this morning. Somebody said, "Man, I really envy people who can play music." And I had to respond. I was like, everybody can play music. Some people just been doing it longer, so they're better at it. So it's like, yeah, you could do music if you want to. You don't have to be envious. Yeah, anybody could do art if they want to. You just put the time in. There's introverts that hate being the center of attention, but will stream and put themselves on what is essentially a stage. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of streamers and video content creators talk about how they're not the same person on camera as they are off camera. And I think we talked about this on stream before, Tutus. I'm gonna just slide this bad boy with the arrow keys. But we talked about this before, how people streaming, they're putting on a show, and therefore they're kind of doing an act. It's not like they're not being who they are necessarily. It's just they're being a more energetic, entertaining version of themselves. And sorry if I'm leaning forward and getting into my mic a bit. Whole thing, putting on a performance and authenticity. Yeah, like I think some people are naturally more verbose, and or the term hyperactive comes to mind, but I don't know if that's really appropriate for what I'm trying to describe. But they're generally louder as a person. Like if you tuned into any of Likely to Lose's streams, he is often the way he is on stream. He is often that way in real life. He does play it up a little bit sometimes. I think it's just more a matter of he's doing the loud part more often than he would in real life. But he's not like, that's not him. And I've heard people describe like Markiplier the same way. People who know him in real life say that no, that's just really the way he is in real life. Okay, so I think what I want to do here is add another layer. We're going to put this behind the toaster. And then we're going to select all of these, and we're just going to black the wheels out and use that as our back wheels. Whoop. Cut that, come here, paste them. Ooh, actually, we could probably leave that. That might work. Does that work? I think it kind of does. I think that kind of actually looks okay. Might want to move the front wheels over a bit. I'm kind of wondering, okay, so which one of these looks better behind everything? I'm kind of liking the all black one more a little bit, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave those there for a second and fill this in. I wanted to fill this in with a darker red. That we will edit later. Not like that. There we go. Just for a moment, anyway. We'll come back here and move all this, so I'm not seeing the wheel through the backside. I mean, it might not really matter. It might not really matter all that much what color the wheels are, just that they are there. Center of the wheel should probably be aligned. I don't know. I think all black works well, really pushes it in the background. Yeah, I think you're right. Can I? There we go. Kind of think, what in the world? I guess I moved to the background at some point. Oops. Okay. Oh. If I do this wrong, though, like, that makes it look like it's one big rounded wheel that goes all the way through, which would be a problem. Like, it needs to look like it's a separate thing. Huh. Wonder if a good shadow would help. I think all black work. Oh yeah, I already read that. Now what if I remove this too? Here's one thing I'm going to try. Now that I'm looking at this, I am going to put this color, go onto the right layer, go to this color, and we're going to put the exterior of this like so. Now this isn't actually I guess realistic in any way, but it will help separate these two, the front or the foreground wheels and the background wheels from each other, I think. Where am I? Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? How did I get here? That's right. Okay, yeah, that's about how that needs to be. So now, if I come back here, move this back over. That's... Ooh, yeah, that helps a lot, actually. What's weird is, at this distance, to my eyes anyway, it makes the front tire look less dark. Less dark? Looks lighter. Looks like it's not actually black here, like it is back here. Which is really weird. And I think if I get some of the upturn of the back wheel in there, that'll look a little better too. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works. Now, something I'm gonna need to do, and something I learned from doing all the gemstones, is I'm gonna need like at least 5 different colors, I think, 5 different shades for the toaster. So that I can have a highlight color that is close to white. I don't necessarily need to go that bright, but I think it would be good. Highlight color close to bright, and then a really, really dark red for the actual borders. And I want to round off these edges without them being actually just black. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grab this red. And you know what? This red's fine. I'm gonna use it as my base. It's this color here. But then I'm gonna, I think, what's the process? I wanna come up and slightly desaturate, I think. And we'll add that. I don't want it to look too pink, really. But it's gonna. Wait a minute. No. I can shift it orange. That would work. I don't want it to be pink. I want it to be lightly orange. Let's just undo with that. We're actually gonna go more saturated. A little bit, I think. With that, so how orange can we get here? Okay, we'll lock these back, and we're gonna add another color up here. And then we're gonna go all the way up and get this color here. I might be going way too bright, like way brighter than I need to be here. And then we're gonna extra saturate, and maybe we go down into a purple? Maybe, a little bit. Get a little purple going on here in the darkest shadows. Maybe that's a good idea. We will find out. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. No, wait. There we go. Okay. Well, we got something to work with, and we can see if this looks good. This might need to brighten up a little bit. But if this is our base color, then the top here would need to be... Or no, this edge would need to be our brightest, and maybe right here too, would be our brightest orange. So let's see... Make sure we're on the right layer, and we're going to see how this works. I think I can do this from right here. Yes. Jolly good. Bring that along that way. Maybe even along down here. No. Maybe? Maybe? Actually. Yeah. We're gonna do this. We are gonna do this like a so. So let's right there. No, it's not working. It's not working the way I want it to. That's okay. We are gonna make it happen. And I can come back and extend that out a little bit too. But I don't want to do it too much. I don't know if this orange thing is actually gonna work out. One more pixel. Out. Yeah, now this needs to shift to this color. And maybe this would be... Oh, crap. No, don't do that. Why did that do that? Ah, I see. I need to make this actually black. This border here needs to be black so that I can... I'm gonna need to fix this. Okay. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this song here. There we go. That's more like it. Is that showing up the right song? I think it is. Alright. I'm gonna bring that in. Okay, cool. Yeah, that should fix that. You know what? I kind of want to bring this over one more, just so I can have a bit more of a stair step. And kind of also am feeling that this farthest edge should actually be the middle color here. So let's do something weird. And then we're going to take our brightest color, fill that there, and our next color down, put that back. Whoa, that means that needs to be that color to fade it in. But that's okay. Nope, crud. Need a line to do that there. We're gonna go there. Something like that. And then here, this is going to fade down. And I think we're going to have to keep the border black because it's looking really funky. Yeah. So this is our bright color, and it's going to fade into the darker color down here. So if that's our darkest color, which might not actually be dark enough, I need... crud. I did it again. Somewhere about right there. Wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. And so we smart select that, fill that in, unselect it, and cool. So now we fade this up, hopefully, in a way that makes some kind of logical sense. Yeah, right? I might need another color in here. I think I do, actually. Because if it's coming all the way to here... that doesn't really make any sense. Or at least, it doesn't look like it does. Well, what if I just fill this in, huh? What if I just do that and then that? How does that look? Man, it looks alright. It's not great. That's alright. Oh, and then I can do the smart cool thing that the cool kids are doing. And bring this over like so. Actually, no, let's not do that one. Bring my shading around and have it rounded off a little bit, huh? That might be too much. Yeah, I think that looks better. Oh my goodness. That color and that color are the same color. Ah! Let's see. Now, if I want to bevel this edge without having this hard line here, I could fill this line with this shade here. I think if I just do that... Ooh! That kind of does it. Not all of this needs to be that way, but... yeah! I think that gives me something to work with, actually. Because that just makes me want to thicken this line out a little bit. Not all the way up there, though. If I shift... oh, that is actually just in line with that. Let's not do that. Yeah. That's coming together. Now, that said, I do think that this should probably be this color. All along the bottom. Yeah, something like that. And maybe even down to there. Yes! Used to always give my pixel art thick black outlines, but I recently got introduced to the wonders of colored line work. Yeah, that was one of those things that I picked up on, and I kind of had a feeling for, but one of the things I was picking up on when I was looking at the Chrono Trigger art was that their outlines for one, the outline is not just, I drew a colored piece of pixel art and then put a black line around it. It's more than that. The actual line work shows you the shape of the thing, which is really important when you're working with really small stuff, but also, it wasn't all just flat black. A lot of pixel art does have, it is a shade of whatever color they're using that goes really dark. That's kind of an oversimplification of how it tends to look, but, you know, you get the idea. If I put this right there, I think. Yeah, oh, crud. Fill this out a little bit. I think something I've been told a lot in art, that pure black is not found naturally. Yeah, that's a fair point, I think. And so I remember seeing, I was watching a YouTube video where a guy was talking about some art that he was given, and he had it up on screen, and in the piece that I was looking at, or that he was showing, it was like in a log cabin where there was a fire going, and, you know, the rest of the cabin is mostly dark, but the actual fire is, you know, really bright looking, and you would think that in the middle of the fire was, like, purely white, right? But he actually uploaded it in an art program, I don't remember what, and he looked at it, and it was like a middle gray. It was like, you know, this color. That was the brightest section of the fire. And so it's just one of those things where if you're, you know, your brain fills in colors what it thinks they should be, I guess, if that makes any sense, if I'm portraying that accurately. So you don't even need things to be, you know, actual black for it to look it. Really enough, a lot of paintings and such are made up of tons of grays. I believe it. I haven't looked at that specific aspect, but I totally would believe it. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. Toaster's coming along, but this borderline here is not making me happy. And I don't know what to do about it exactly. It's about to be one of those moments where I looked down to make sure I was on the right layer, and I was like, if I've been drawing on the wheels or something this whole time, I'm gonna be real upset. No, crud, go back. That's a bit too rounded, maybe? Probably. So I wanted to just round the bottom edge off, I guess. Which I could do. Maybe even just cut some of the edges out a little bit. Make it look more rounded. And environmental lighting can mess with your head, like a grayish yellow can look like a strong green on a blue background. It's nuts. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I remember, I don't know if you've seen this, but I've seen an image where it's like, it's a strawberry, right? Like, and you can see the images of it, it's a strawberry, and like the subtext is, this is not red. Like, there's no red in this picture, but it's like cut with yellow, I think, like yellow horizontal lines going all the way across it, and if you just glance at it, you're like, oh, that's a red strawberry, but there's no red in the photo. Your brain lies to you, and it's upsetting, actually. It's a little upsetting. You know, the more I look at this, the more it looks okay here on this edge. Actually. Oh, I don't think I've seen that before. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, and there's a few other ones I think that are like that, where it's like, it's an all-gray image. But the way that it's cut and... what do you call it? Like, there's just horizontal or vertical lines that shift color, like shift colors, but your brain just fills in, I know what that is, and I know what color that's supposed to be, and so I'm just gonna make it that color for my eyes. It's really trippy. I don't know if that actually looks okay or not. Wait a minute. Hang on. Maybe that? Maybe that? Maybe that? Maybe not? Oh, I know why that looks weird. Filling all those in, I need to fill that in. Nope, nope, I don't like any of that, actually. Had an art friend that gave a lesson on how to draw an apple. She used so many colors other than red. Almost every hue was on this apple and you wouldn't have known. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of those art hacks that... Oh, crap, I don't want that line there. It's one of those art hack things that's like, if you've been doing this for a really long time and you can figure this thing out, but if you have never done this before, you would be hard-pressed to stumble on it. I'm kind of trying to figure out where else I should go, or where I should go next with this. Because obviously, if I'm using all these colors, I need to use these colors if I'm using them. But I feel like I might have gone too bright too fast. And also, I'm not sure about this color specifically. That actually looks a little better, but I think this color needs to be a bit more red than it is. So if I just kind of take it and shift it down into the red a bit, how does that look? That is better, I think. I think that is better, actually. We're gonna keep that there. Wonder how people like that see the world in their day-to-day life. I feel like I would just be breaking down all the colors all the time. Yeah, and I feel like there are people who can do, like, I've heard of people who have perfect pitch, where they can hear a note and name it, like, without having to, like, I don't know, play an instrument or something to figure out exactly what the note is, and they can perfectly replicate whatever note they hear. I feel like there are people who can do that with art. Like, they see a color, and, I don't know, they can exactly tell you the hexadecimal code for it. It's like, that's red 4A B3 QL or something. I don't know. I don't know how hex codes exactly work, but you know what I mean. They can just pull out all the exact colors in a particular thing. You can tell the hex code from a look, you're a literal robot. Yeah, I mean, maybe not that exact thing, but, you know, the idea that somebody can just pull out, it's like, or like in whatever medium they're working in, like, yes, I tell that your painting is made with, you know, X brand paints. I see. You know, or something to that effect. Like, I know people who can do that with, like, or at least claim to be able to do that with, what do you call it? like spices and seasonings. They can tell what sort of and how fresh the actual spices are that were used to make a certain dish. Alright, this is way too hype. There we go. Okay, I'm going to let my brain rest on the toaster for a second. I'm going to go down to the text. I need something dynamic to do to the text. I feel like the first thing and easiest thing to do would be to make an outline. Which, if I'm careful, I'll turn off all the other stuff, including the background. That already looks better. And, yeah, I'm just done. Right there. So yeah, let's actually... maybe it would look better if it was one of the darker reds. We're gonna go with that. And then I have an idea. I'll put the background back on. And... I'm gonna go with gray here, and let's unselect this stuff. I don't know if I can make this work. Well, I did put it in the right spot. I think I did. Okay, this might not look right at all. Okay, so my thought process here is kind of select this just as an idea here. We're gonna go there and then up here. I'm gonna make this that color and then come down to this one, which looks kind of like a darker gray. Okay, and then no, I'm sort of intuiting where this color is gonna end up, or what it's gonna end up looking like. It's gonna look like a chiseled kind of thing, and that doesn't really fit. That doesn't really fit the branding at all. So let's not do that. Maybe I should put the wheels in as the O's. Or a variation of them. Roller toaster. Ooh, I was just about to say I could make the toaster big enough to where the wheels are actually planted where the O's are. That could work, maybe? No. As tempting as that is, and as cool as that could be, don't think that's actually a good idea. Not to put it in with the toaster anyway. I do think, however, that it might not be a bad idea to actually make the O's look like the tires. Wouldn't be the worst idea anyway. If I was really fancy, the best thing to do would be to somehow incorporate the text to have a toaster theme, if that makes any sense. Like, actually have it be in some way reminiscent of a toaster on its own. So without the logo, you can still kind of tell, hey, that's like it's like a toaster. Let's go on the toaster. I have thought of a thing that I want to do, and it is thus. I am actually going to just take this line and brighten it up. And I'm kind of feeling we're going to take this all the way down. Which, maybe not all the way down. Yeah, we're going to do it all the way down. We're going to do that, and then we'll just fill this. Like so. Which will then let me... maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe that doesn't look good. Or maybe it looks fine. I was going to originally... I think this is actually this color here. Yeah, it is. Herba-derba. Herbity-doo. That song just ends with a lot of silence. No. Maybe that. And then that. I feel like I want a middle ground between these two colors. But there ain't one. Could just make one, of course. No, I don't like any of that. I'll do that one. Oh, I don't have my shadow. There we go. Let's see here. I am not a good enough typographist, text designer, to really incorporate the toaster like I was talking about. A couple things I do need to fix though is this S. This S is really not good, and I'm going to go onto the text layer before I mess anything up. Because that's definitely happening. And if I'm starting here... Is that how that needs to be? I guess it is. Yeah, that S looks really funky though. It looks like it's too short. Maybe I need to clip the edge of the T here. Okay, those two things are in line. But this is the middle of the T. This is the middle T. Rather, so let's do that. Let's see how that ends up looking. Also, kind of feel like that those should be filled in. Maybe not that one. do like me some typography, though. I think it's actually pretty fascinating, if I'm honest. Which, why wouldn't I be? And there's a lot that goes into it. I actually tried to make my own font here a little while ago. Or why is that not level? Why does that look hella jacked up? This should be leveling off evenly, but it's not. Weird. Anyway, sorry. I like typography. That's what I'm trying to say. What I don't like is how this doesn't look level, and I don't know why it doesn't look level. I'm getting hella distracted by this one minor thing. Anyway, I'm going to take a break and stand up because I've been sitting down for 2 hours. 2 hours? 2 hours. Goodness. Take a break, heat up my coffee a little bit because it's not great coffee, but it's much worse cold. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break and we will come right back to it, and we will turn this 5 into an S actually when we get back. So y'all stick around. BRB. And we're back. So one of the things, I spent a while training with a guy who was a professional mini painter for a while. Still is, technically, I think. But anyway, I learned a lot of what I know about how to art from that guy. But anyway, one of the things that you do with minis, and I think can potentially apply to pixel art too, is you really overhype the highlights and the dark parts. Lots of contrast, or you can. You can be really subtle if you're doing it as a big piece, but if you want to make something relatively simple and quick look really good, you throw in some really potent highlights and really bring out the shapes of the thing. Though half of the thing with minis is that, or part of the thing with minis is that a large chunk of the artistic portion has already been done for you, which is the sculpting of the mini itself. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. I'm kind of thinking that this shiny bit here should wrap around, and I kind of want to bring the colors all the way back up, because this is just not cutting it, and I also just need to make sure that I'm on the right layer. Yeah, that's too white, I think. So, what I should do with that is unlock that, and we're just gonna bring it back over to that. Now, do those have a meaningful difference? They do, I think. I think they are meaningfully different. I like it. We're gonna lock that in. We're gonna bring this back down to that. But what we are also going to do is we're going to outline this color, this really, really bright color that we've got going on here, with the middle ground color. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and bring this all the way up and across a little bit. Maybe bring that back there, but we'll hold off on that. Okay, so now that should work there without covering any of that up. But yeah, I used to do a little bit of miniature painting for monies for a little while. I was trying to make that my thing, but it's a rough business to try and be in. The pay is not great, and you're limited by your time. So if you're not fast, you're not making much money. And I just hate, I really hate having to deal. I don't hate dealing with people. I hate having to charge people. I hate asking people for money. So, one way around that is to sell stuff in an online store. That's my... oh, crud. That's not what I wanted to do. If I can sell stuff in an online store, then I don't have to actually interact with people. They can just come and buy my stuff. So that's sort of the road I'm on, as far as that's concerned. Like, I do like working for people and helping them make a thing, or making a thing for people that they enjoy. And I don't like the way that looks, actually. I don't know how to fix it, though. What I might just do is this. You can pull this over here. Maybe not that far. Don't like it. Whatever. We're gonna go with it for now. So with that done that way, I think that this actually needs to come all the way over. Well, maybe not all the way over, but it needs to come over a significant portion more. Crud. But yeah, I was reading a thread or two the other day via Twitter, which I always hear about how Twitter is so much of a cesspool, but I feel like if you're encountering the majority of the cesspool on Twitter, it's because you are not curating your feed very well. Or very consciously, perhaps. Nope, I am getting too in the weeds there. Let's undo all of that. But anyway, point that I'm trying to make is that you can find good stuff on Twitter. There are good people. Just about everywhere on the internet, there are good people who talk about interesting things. And so anyway, the discussion that I was getting into was that, or not, was reading, rather. I wasn't really participating because it was already over. Was talking about, making art assets, and specifically if you're doing pixel art, which, there's a big following for, making game assets, which is, I think, something I want to look into doing more of, at the very least. I say more of as if I've done some, which I haven't. Yeah, doing some game assets. Because one of the advantages of that this particular person who had started the thread was getting at, was that it is a passive income. If you make something that people actually want to buy, you can just put it up on your store, and then they can go buy it. Which is pretty cool. And then it's making you money multiple times without you having to do anything about it. Again, assuming your stuff is actually selling. So that's cool. And I think that's something I want to try and do. Making video game assets. Of course, that comes with the additional complication that whatever you need to, again, play into the market that you're trying to feed into. So if I'm making video game assets, I need to make sure that my assets can actually work in whatever game engine my clients might want to be using, or the people who I'm, I guess, kind of selling to might want to use. So there's a few game engines that people who do pixel art style games, pixel art style games, is that a thing? I don't know. But anyway, there's a few different game engines that are primed for that purpose. There's like 3 of them, Unity being one of them. There's also Godot and probably another one that I'm not familiar with or can't remember the name of. Does that look right? Maybe that? Maybe this? Who knows? No, I think that is okay. But yeah, learning how to use those engines just insofar as being able to make art in a way that actually functions with those engines is another skill to learn. Could be fun. Would be fun. That is that color right there. And so, if I were to... I think I need to outline this whole thing. Just the toaster. But let's actually make it a much darker color, and maybe a little bit more purple. An outside layer. I think that'll do. Kind of want this edge to be thicker. How to make that look right, though. Also, I kind of overdid it on reheating my coffee. It is super hot. This does not need to be this way. This needs to be not at all like this. How about that? And then we just don't have that there. Just gonna go ahead and fill that in, and then this should be like that. There we go. Now we've got a more straight line. That looks much better, I think. Probably even thicken it out a little further too. Yeah, because at a distance you can't really even see that. Might want to bring this. Might want to bring this line out more, and I think maybe up here does need to come up and be extra shinier. Extra shinier. Not that or that. Maybe we just... This might be getting way too tiny for it to matter at all. Probably is. Yeah, without doing any kind of... you kind of pick up on that, but I don't think it looks that good. Which is the problem. Let's actually fill this out a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know. It probably looks fine. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, the more I look at it, the more I feel like I should brighten up that corner even further. At least, you should at least whiten it. Okay, yeah, that's starting to come together a little bit. I just don't know exactly how wide this bevel ought to be. But that is actually okay. Also, what if I were to take this color and fill it in here? Yeah, I do think that looks okay. Could probably even fill it all the way in. Or even one more lane. Line? Well, it looks like a box with shape. I can give it that much. Now, if I wanted to, I could fill in this back edge with this darker shape. I don't know about that. I don't think it's that important. That's okay. Let's see. What else can we do to this? I mean, it's kind of a toaster. It doesn't have a switch on it. I could put something sticking off the back here. I think that would be probably good. So let's do this right here. Do that like so, right about there, I think. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Oh, crud. I just realized my hubris. It's gonna get the better of me. Hi, cat. Hey, buddy. My cat wants to go outside. He is currently investigating my coffee. You don't want any of that, buddy. You don't need any either. I also need you to not press any keys. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, he's gone. I like it. Is it at the right angle, though? I don't know that it is. It is absolutely not. As a matter of fact. Needs to be at more of this angle. To be correct. Yeah, that's gonna look better. Okay, so we just erase these. Oopa doopa. Good enough. And then this can be filled in with this color. I think. Actually, well, not quite. So yeah, we fill this over as we did previously. Everything will be okay. Hmm. I guess, do I need the interior really dark line? Is part of the question. I probably don't. Could probably do just fine without it. But we're gonna put it in anyway. Yeah, I do kind of think that looks better, actually. That needs to be fixed. Does look kind of weird in all reality. I think part of the problem is that this looks too low. Okay, so what probably needs to happen is I need to cut this down. This might actually be better off. Like that. Almost. I think that kind of works. should probably put like a spoiler on the back of it, and that would really, really sell that it's fast. Yep, that coffee is not good. Just try and center this up a little bit, and the background for that matter. Put it back where it was. There we go. Roll the wheels back. We'll roll the wheels back. I am unintentionally hilarious. And I was also kind of thinking that if this were actually on rails or something, it's like a roller coaster. But since I've got tires, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh yeah, I wanted to fix this S. This doesn't look right. At the very least, I want to round that off. That looks better. Yeah, I think that looks better. Still looks kind of like a 5, though. I think that's because this is the way that this is. You can tell that it is by the way that it is. I got a little bit more rounding going on now. It's a bit nicer, I think, anyway. Yeah, that'll do as far as that goes. I might have to call it on this guy. I'm getting to that point where I'm running out of fresh ideas. And probably even stale ideas, too. Running out of interesting things to do that are, like, default. It's like, ah, yes, to make a good art, you should do 1 through 3 and A, B, and C. And I'm forgetting C at this point. Standard stuff. This doesn't look right. I need to fix that. How about that? Is ish better ish? And yeah, kinda. I'll kinda do it. And the more I look at this thing, the more I don't like it, actually. That helps, actually, a little. Really do feel like I ought to do more with this brighter shade of color. Okay, so right now we've got this big, giant, flat side of a toaster. I have had a thought. What if I were to actually grab all of the text? So Aspirite does not do a great job at scaling text, from what I understand. It's not the worst thing. If we take this text layer and actually put it on top of the toaster. Oh, I see. I understand. Okay, I can cut that. I can cut those two apart. Like so. That is probably how that should look. That's probably how that should be. I feel like maybe I should lengthen it out some, perhaps. I don't know if this is going to work. I kind of get the feeling it won't. Actually, it kind of does. There's a part of me, too, that says I should clean this up a little bit, but actually fill in. Let's do non-contiguous. Does that look better? I think it does, but I also kind of think that continuing to go with red for the text when the thing itself is red, not a good idea. So it's a good complementary-ish color that would be good for the logo to be when, or good for the text of the logo to be when the thing itself is red. I think, artistically speaking, green/yellow go well with red. That yellow is going to be way too bright. Let's go into a... let's do a little bit of a greenish yellow. Or do we commit all the way to the green? It's very Christmas. Let's not do that. Negative. Maybe we could highlight it with some other color. Not like that, I'm not. Gurgle. Orgle. Now let's actually use a color. Look at a color. Huh, that might actually work. Okay. Wait a minute. It's supposed to be on the top. Why is it looking like it's showing up on the bottom? Oh, I'm still on the inside. That's why. But if I do the outside, it's going to be showing up on top of this extra exterior line, which I don't actually want anymore. So let's put it on the bottom. You know, I think that kind of works. Yeah, okay, so let's do that for now, and then we come up in here and clean this up a little bit, I think, if I can. Yes, I do believe I like it. I don't know about that, though. Yeah, that's good. A little bit of back color on the O there. Do the same with all the other letters that do that. Why does that O look different than this O? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, right, that's why that was that way. Okay, I'm getting into the thick of the lettering here, but I am liking how it's looking. Actually, no, I do want to do that because I want to fill in all the corners. But let's fill in that corner that direction. And maybe that there? I think so. Yeah, that L those two L's got jacked up from the resizing. Need to separate those two. Yeah, there was probably a better way to do this, but I'm having fun now. Actually, oh crud, what have I done? What have I done? What did I even press? Scary. I have no idea why these two L's do not look the same. Let's just do this guy. I want to add that, all of that. Ah, crud. There we go. We're just going to copy this and try and put it there, maybe? That kind of works. We're doing it anyway. Can I not just... Oh. There we go. So we should be able to do that. We could separate those L's if we wanted to, which I kind of think we do. Put that like so. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yep, there we go. Ahaha! I knew that was going to do something like that. I accidentally put a border on the wheels, which doesn't look awful, but whatever. It is that way. It is the way that it is now. It cannot be changed. I have absolutely no power to alter it in any way. Oh, wait a minute. I could have sworn that I just... Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. That is the way that is, and that is the way that should be. Alright. I do believe that this is coming together pretty nicely, all things considered. I'm gonna call it here in a second on this. What? What? Why can't I erase that? Oh, I am erasing it. It's just looking at something behind it. There we go. I fix. Alright, and we're going to pull this in like a so. Okay. Let's clean this up. Does that look good enough? No, I need to fill this in too. This is probably the boring part. I'm gonna leave that way. And I think I want to actually bring this out. There. That kind of works. Again, there was probably a better way to do this than the way that I did it. But I think it works, and it looks okay. No, I need to fix this. E2. But after that, I think we'll be mostly done. Probably keep looking at this for hours, finding little things I need to fix. Gotta be careful of that. Sometimes, I think, like, not everything needs to be exactly perfect. Mostly because even if it is, or even if you think you're getting it perfect, it won't be. And you'll just spend a lot of time editing something that doesn't actually make that much of a difference. Like trimming little corners off of things. This does need to be fixed, though. Take me to the wheels. There we go. Yeah. Okay, and we can add some speed lines as well, and I think that's going to finish it up for us. I could probably do some toast popping out the top, but I'm not sure about that. Speed lines should probably be like white and gray, I would think. Oh, I need a line. Let's do this. Let's use that color. Let's make the top one in line. Maybe they should all be in line. I don't know. No, that is not correct. This needs to be coming all over here. Now the question is, should these level here, like level off? They're gonna taper, I think. I think tapering them would be appropriate. But how? Maybe like that? These are not equal. There we go. Those. No, that's not tapery enough. I'm just gonna go for the straight angle. Alright. So then, does that work? They need to have a shadow. The speed lines need to have like a gray shadow or something to really pull them out. I just thought of another thing I could do is add speed lines to the wheels and the toaster itself. Like it's blurring and with how fast it's going. Be an idea. And actually, I feel like these are upside down. Shift V, yeah. Line. And 45 degrees. That is the correct angle. Oh, yeah. Clip the very edge of each one. Should probably look up some references for this, to be honest, but I'm not doing it yet. We're going to fill the inside bottom edge with some gray. That's exactly not how I want that to be. If I just do the outside. Is that better? Better if it's actually triangle. I kind of think it is. Okay, so let's do this. I need to make a perfect triangle out of this, or I don't need to, but I feel like I should. So if I put this here, start at the corner here. This corner goes out to this black. Yeah, I think that actually works. I was kind of dubious. I can extend it out even, but I think that that's probably pretty good. So like if I move these down, that would be too much. Let's put this one in the middle here, and we'll just sort of eyeball this. That works. Yeah. Gotta clear up this one background line over here. But I'm pretty happy with that overall. It's not perfect by any stretch. I don't think anybody would use this, obviously. But if this was like in a game or something and I saw that as a set piece, I wouldn't think too hard about it. I would think, ah yes, that looks fine. I kind of want to brighten this up too. Just a smidge. It does not look brighter. That just looks whiter. If I just made it more yellow, maybe that'll do the trick. Putting on the toaster. Yeah, kinda. I think we're gonna go with it. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I'm sitting here staring at it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm not getting inspiration to do anything about it. So I think that's gonna be it for me for today. For this, I was thinking about getting to some other stuff, but I was having fun. I was having fun making a toaster on wheels. Probably could do some more stuff, like put the wheels in the toaster a little bit, like make a little slot for them to be in, make it look a little bit better. But I think overall this works pretty well. I could probably do some speed lines on the toaster itself as well. Could cut this in, make it a little smaller. It's probably sticking out a bit too far. Probably should just be in line with this, actually. But anyway, I think I'll do that off stream, off camera. But in any case, thanks everybody for coming out and hanging out and listening and watching and stuff. I realize I kind of tapered off there at the end. Apologies for that. But I hope y'all enjoyed making a toaster with me. But I think we'll go ahead and finish out. I am out of coffee. I am getting hungry. It is close to lunchtime. And probably my dog needs to go for a walk. But anyway, thanks again for everybody for showing up, for hanging out. And I will be streaming Wednesday and Friday. I'm probably going to go back to my normal Friday time. I was late, or I streamed later in the evening last week. That didn't go so great. I think I'm just going to stick to days for now. So it's starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got a lot of improvements to do still, a lot of stuff ahead of me. But hopefully you'll stick around, come around, and check it all out. For those of you who are still in the chat, you should check out Tudis if you haven't already. He is an excellent artist himself. He does non-pixel art as well. It's quite cool. He's done several of these emotes, something I aspire to do myself at some point. Hopefully, maybe by next stream I'll have a few in stock, a few in the bank that those who tune in can play around with. But either way, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and until we cross paths again, stay safe out there.